Word 'em up, y'all.
On the town, the beast is loose.
Come on.
Whores in this house, there's some whores in this house, there's some whores in this house, there's some whores in this house.
I said certified free, 7 days a week. Wet ass pussy, make that pull out game weak.
Somebody come check before. It feels like we've met before. Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper. Somebody come get her. She's dancing like a stripper. Somebody come tip her. She's dancing like a stripper. Somebody come get her. She's feeling all the
Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that. Get back, motherfucker, you don't know me like that.
He's out of his league the minute he even thinks about trying to even approach Auntie Deb. She's gonna freaking lay him out in lavender.
There's no coming back from Auntie Deb, man.
No, that's a death now. Final boss.
Gentle, you are not trying to cause problems, but you'll sting. Okay.
I'm afraid of Auntie. I am.
Oh,
We all are.
All my
We all are.
Yeah.
Of me?
Yeah.
that's his fault.
She says that Aunt Deb, is it Aunt Deb, Jimmy? Jimmy likes you, Sean. I said, well, I'd hate to see what he'd be like if he didn't like me.
Jay Carp sends $10 and goes, Auntie Deb is a meanie. Yeah, Auntie Deb is a meanie. I know. He's sassy and fresh.
Jesus.
Who's this diva? Who's this diva? Because I know there's some new ones coming around these parts. This is the first time. This is the first time they're learning about this. Who's this diva? Because the whole crowd's doing it. Oh, because now everyone wants to do it so you can jump on the bandwagon. I know you. I know you, and you're not going to like anything I have to say. And I'm telling you right now, I'm on to you. I say one wrong thing and you're going to drop me like a bad habit. You're going to drop me like a hot fucking potato.
Jesus. Welly. Wow. Oh, my good God. Wow.
I've been a lot of places, seen a lot of cases. Oh hell, I go at my own paces. A trooper, his name was Paul. He had a Queen Bev Rules poster on his wall. He asked me to join him at the policeman's ball, and he'd buy me a claw at the waterfall. Yannetti spaghetti, built like a horse, needs to get the last word in, of course. And now, the Hill's representing. When he gets out of line, Mr. Jackson, no commenting. He acts and says, who cares, I'm rich. If I give a little lip, he shouts, pull up, bitch. Bukaki, he's not Pooper Tractor. Big Benny Ben, that's who I'm after. None of them deny that I got the X Factor. It's the Great White Shark Super Attractor. Oh my goodness. Is it the end of the day, Monday? When's the 4th? Okay, sidebar right now. Is this fall on deaf ears? A lot of traffic for the Get to sidebar right now. If you're cruising down the pike, allow it sight. Rally, watch the stop. Really do a sidebar. Cause if you see a blonde crab walking by you, ha! That's Bev the Overrider, dressed in all black with a ciggy in my pack. Lunatics up in here, I call the voir dire. All the court fees you could never afford. Sitting pretty, baby, Madam Court Reporter. 7 a.m. my scone's full of crayon. If you don't speak up, I'm turning off the fan. Turn it off. Call up my ex from back in the day. Cause nothing goes better with crab than Old Bay. Straight out of UMass to Norfolk I reign. Days off when I want, this is crab domain. Deliberate again till I let us proceed. And you'll catch me saying, this is funny, Miss Reed. All right, this is my friggin' courtroom. I ain't fucking around. You heard me. My courtroom. That's what I thought.
Happy Monday, guys. Thank you so much for coming and hanging out with us today. So, I know. We thought tomorrow. Hold on, I dropped my cards. We thought tomorrow. We thought it'd be tomorrow. I don't think so anymore. I don't know. I heard we'll ask the man who's on tonight, but I heard that it might be next week for opening statements. I don't know how many fucking jurors they need, but Whatever. Regardless, guys, today we have a very, very, very special guest. Okay. All day we talk about, we got Karen Reese to free. We got all this shit to do. But it really wouldn't be without our guest that we'd even be here, have anyone to free, or even know about any of this case. So let's get into it. First of all, there is a link pinned in the chat room. That is the Turtleboy Defense Fund. Okay, he's trying to get to 200 G's. Why don't we help him out? Let's get him there. If you donate, what we're going to do is go through the donations, and we're going to pick 2 winners. And what are you going to get? Well, tomorrow night at 7, I'll poll. But the name Turtleboy, hold on, my shit just came undone. The name Turtleboy comes from a statue that is placed in Worcester, Massachusetts, of a boy engaging in some Tristan-like behavior with a turtle. Here's a photo of that statue. There's a nice print they sell at a nice little store here in Worcester. I have 2 of them. So we're going to be giving those away. I don't care where you live. I don't care if it's Canada. I don't care if it's fucking Europe. I'll send it to you, okay? So if you think you can't be a part of it, you can. Having said that, you might hate to love him. You might love to hate him. Okay? If you've been following him for a long time like I have, you know that he's written about a boatload of shit, not only just ratchets, but uncovering really fucked up stuff that happens, especially in central Massachusetts. Now, I used to work at a radio station in central Mass, and there was a lack of coverage of shit that was going on. We're the second biggest city in New England, but it feels like we're overlooked. If you go into his archives, you will read about a cat cafe. This woman, Diane Kelly, he did 10 articles about her. And oh my God, they are the funniest fucking things. Let me just give you the names of some of them, okay? Part 1. Owner, typing as her cat, threatens to sue her haters. Part 2. Owner slut shames employees and tries to scam MSPCA for cats. Part 3. No meow meow purr for you. The open house from hell. Part 4. I did not see that coming. Boston police find per cat cafe Lush Beast owner Diane Kelly drunk and lying on floor after drinking gallon of wine and cat medicine with possible dead and missing cats. And then I think he was trying to get in contact with her. Diane Kelly finally messaged me back saying she's suing me for possibly fucking somebody in the ass. Hysterical. Amazing. One of the things that really attracted me to Turtleboy was there was this thing going on in Worcester 2014, Toys for Tots, where someone stole a shit ton of toys that were donated for a toy drive. What Turtleboy did was the Worcester Telegram and Gazette was not writing about this. They weren't commenting about it. Nobody was. And it was something that was really heartbreaking. He started and he went out there and he was like, this is what Turtleboy does. This is what I'm going to report on. It's up to me to do this. It's up to you guys to do this. And I actually think that there were more toys donated after than that were stolen. I mean, just unbelievable shit. Unbelievable shit. Now, the real reason that this is so important, yes, is it fun to watch? Yes, it's amazing. Journalism is the 4th estate or the 4th pillar. There hasn't been true journalism in a very, very long time with the Associated Press, with, the news is telling you what to watch. It's telling you how you should feel. Turtleboy started his own real fucking grassroots from the ground up. And he's like, you know what? I don't care. I'm going to go ahead and report on all this shit. I'm going to be the 4th estate. It's called the watchdog it's the media watchdog for a reason. Journalism is supposed to keep an eye on everyone. Like the 3 branches of government are supposed to be petrified of journalists. This hasn't been going on since forever, but we finally have one. And I can't do anything else but sit back and applaud it because it's fucking ballsy. I don't know if I have the balls to do it, but we have someone and we're in a time where this person's existing. And I think that's pretty fucking cool. And I think I've kept you guys waiting long enough. So without further ado, let's bring on the man, Turtleboy himself.
What's happening, brother?
Welcome. How are you?
It's quite the introduction there. The
I
Cat
feel
Cafe, the Cat Cafe. That was a good one. And the Toys for Tots. That was a lot of, not many people remember that one. Now we raised a lot of Toys for Tots after they got robbed by some crackheads.
That was huge.
That's what she said.
That's what she always says.
Yeah. Had to. But yeah, I mean, some of the Cat Cafe one never. I mean, that was awesome. That was a great.
That was
one.
the best
That was-
series ever. So what happened? Were you trying to like get in contact with her and she wasn't answering you, and you were like, because she was like, these cats were not taken care of.
Yeah, like 1 million people messaged us about like, you got to write about this. I think it was in Brighton. It was in Boston somewhere, about this cat cafe that sounds like a good idea because people like cat cafes, I guess. But it's run by like a lunatic who's drunk all the time, and like she's basically is abusive to the cat, not abusive, but negligent. And she had no cats. That was the whole thing. There was no cats at the cat cafe, and she had this employee, Kathleen, who was like her. I think she was her manager. And the famous line from that was always like, "We have no cats, Kathleen." She kept saying it. Anyway, we wrote about it a few times, and then she came back like a couple years later. She was just always drinking. I could never get her on the show, but she was a trip. She was fun.
She sobered up, you said, for a little bit and then came back drunk again after relapsing.
Yeah. Yeah.
You tried to contact her. I think there was like 10 articles that you wrote about her in total.
Yeah. Yeah. Over the years.
She was a fucking disaster. And the Toys for Tots thing, there were two like separate events. One in 2014, which was the Worcester one at Lucky Dog.
Yeah.
And then another one of this woman in East Brookfield.
I don't even remember that.
You wrote a poem about her?
I wrote a poem about her?
Yeah. You want me to read it?
Sure. How East Brookfield?
Yeah. Twas the night before Christmas, and a skag she did snatch it. Christmas is now ruined because of this ratchet.
Oh.
The tramp was all nestled, and her legs did they spread, while visions of Newport 100s danced in her head.
It's true.
That's you.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. I don't even remember writing that. All right.
You went like they couldn't find this woman, and so you set like all your turtle riders on every social media, and you were like, find her, and you couldn't find her social media, but you found pictures of her elsewhere, and you got her.
I honestly, sometimes people bring up stories that I've published in the past, and I'm like, I don't like. Oh yeah, you wrote about this person, and they throw the name out there, and I'm like, what was their Turtle Boy name? Like, you'll have to be more like the New Bedford Jizz Trumpet or something like that. Oh yeah, that one. I forgot about her. And some of them I didn't write. Like I used to have like a team of bloggers in like 2017. Like I had like 5 or 6 writers, and I didn't write the first Cat Cafe blog. I wrote some of the later ones, but my girl South Shore Turtle Girl wrote that one, and so I had like a team of bloggers that all kind of blew up in 2017. On November 28th, 2017, when I lost my Facebook page that had 112,000 followers, and was like back then, Facebook was like the primary way that we drove people to the website. Like no one would just go on a URL and just type turtleboysports.com, and they would have to go to the page. And if it's not shared on there, they don't see it. And so when we lost the page with like 112,000 followers, I mean, I've had that since 2017, but I didn't recently blow up. Like this happened a long time ago. And when that happened, the writers, the blogs that they would publish wouldn't get as many. They would get like half the views because we lost the Facebook page. And so they were making half the money they were getting paid on a per click basis. So that I lost like I thought that was the end of Turtle Boy there, but I survived. And you know, I kind of wrote about it in my book. If anybody buys the book on Amazon, it explains the whole story of survival up until 2019.
This happens to you all the time. I remember like you would have a different Facebook page and it would get taken down, and someone would try to take it down, and you would always be like, you'd always come back fighting.
Yeah. Like it was just, I mean, we would lose Facebook pages for this, like these people who were dedicated to just taking us down. Didi Delgado was one of my earlier nemesis, but like this guy, Kevin Lynch, like he told me that he would spend 2 or 3 hours a day just reporting the page over and over and over again until it got taken down. So all these new idiots around, like these Julie Carpenters of the world, all these other fucking morons, it's like they don't understand, bitch. People done tried this before you were around. Like this whole like, we're gonna shut them up. Oh, that's cute. You think you're gonna be the person to shut me up? You must be new here, dear. We're gonna have to show you a thing or two. So it's nothing new.
I find it funny that people will be like, how can you act like this? Like, this is how a self-respecting journalist acts. And I'm like, you guys are new because this is how he's been since day one.
Yeah. And
never
that's kind of the whole
changed
point.
and never like has let anyone like stop you or like gotten in your way. What about the Turtleboy graveyard?
Oh, the Turtleboy graveyard. Yeah, we ran out of plots. So
I was gonna
back-
say, are there any
yeah.
plots left?
Yeah, I don't even know. Like, so back in the day, like when we would write articles about people, you know, the goal was to expose them and get them out of whatever office they were in. Like the Mosaic Cultural Complex, we put them in the graveyard. We put like Tracy Novick in the Turtleboy graveyard. We put all these people in there. We have plots for them. And eventually we just ran out of plots. So I think that ended in like 2016 or 2017.
I think we should bring it back. And is Tracy still on the council?
Yeah, well, we put her in the graveyard, and then she pulled the Jesus, and she rose from the dead, and so she got elected again, and then she recently lost again. Honestly, I don't really pay attention to Worcester. My blog, as you remember from back in the day, it was like Worcester politics was my thing. It was like my big thing. Like I got Mike Gaffney almost elected mayor of Worcester. Mike Gaffney, the troll from Twitter, who's dedicated his life to me. He used to be my biggest champion. Like that guy told me straight up that like I am nothing without Turtleboy. Like I almost got elected mayor of Worcester. And so I used to write about local issues and stuff a lot. And honestly, Worcester's wild right now. Like there's a city councilor named Tu Nguyen or something like that. She made like libs of TikTok. She is, or they is whatever, they, them, whatever. She's mad because another city councilor didn't do the they, them thing.
Kate Toomey.
Yeah, it was a K2. Yeah, one of them.
Yeah.
Didn't do the they them thing. And so she said she was traumatized from this. And so she just doesn't go to city council meetings anymore. And then the freak show shows up every week to the Worcester City Council meetings dressed as like unicorns and all types of crazy shit. That's the shit I used to love to write about. I'm not gonna lie, I miss shit like that. That shit was fun. That's what the blog was built on. But I'm just too consumed with Karen Reed these days that I don't have time for anything else.
Did you see the video from that meeting of all the people going in? And,
I watched. That's the thing. I watched it, but I don't have time. It takes hours to write an article. You know what I mean? Like I don't have time to dedicate to actually writing it. I'm too busy with, like I said, I got my hands filled with Karen Reed and a whole bunch of charges that I got to deal with as well. So I missed that shit though. I'm not gonna lie.
Have you seen the sex ed curriculum that they're like putting out there?
Yeah,
this woman like introduced that all it's crazy. I mean, I feel like Worcester does like there is a lot of crazy shit going on. So like you are missed, but you got bigger beasts to slay.
Yeah, that's the thing. I've kind of outgrown it. You know what I mean? Like I've definitely we're on to bigger and better things, and exposing Michael Morrissey is a much bigger fish, and the state police are a much bigger fish, and that's who we're going after now.
So the state police thing, that was also right before this, because you exposed the woman who she was like the daughter of a judge or something like that.
That was 7 years ago. That was in 2017.
Oh, okay.
That was October of 2017. Ali Bebo, the daughter of Judge Timothy Bebo, crashed her car on the highway in Holden, actually on the highway on 190. And she was high. And the arresting officer, he was a state trooper named Ryan Skevior. He's actually from Canton. He's a former Canton police officer, believe it or not. And he was the protagonist of that story because he arrested her and wrote in his report that she offered him a blowjob to basically, drop the charges. And she asked him, it said in the police report that she said, "Do you know how many dicks I had to suck to get the heroin that she took?" Because he took her drugs. And she's like, "You know how many dicks I had to suck to get that?" So that was all in the report. It was all humiliating. And the district attorney, Joe Early, is good friends with Judge Bebo, this girl's father. And so he makes a phone call to Major Susan Anderson, the captain of all the barracks in central Massachusetts, and says, "You got to take these lines out of that report. You got to get Trooper Skevior to take the lines out of the report. It's embarrassing. It's humiliating. Her dad's a judge, blah, 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 blah. She's substance abuse, all this stuff." And so the trooper refused. He's like, that's what she said. I'm not changing it. So he got disciplined for that. And so that's where I came in. That's when and so I got messaged by some state troopers, because state troopers have been sending me stories since the beginning of time and asking me to blow the whistle on corruption within the state police. You know, the state police are the people that wanted this stuff out there. And so they would message me, and I would, I published the before report and then the after report And I showed this is what they're covering up. They wanted this judge's daughter is getting this preference out here. And so as it turned out, that led to the resignation of the Colonel Richard McCune, Lieutenant Colonel Francis Hughes, Lieutenant Colonel Dan Ristine, who was also involved in the Leah Genduso scandal and the Tim Murray crash, which I also exposed, Lieutenant Governor Tim Murray, and then Major Susan Anderson. So 4 really big fish in the state police had to resign. They called it Troopergate. It was like it was probably the biggest story I wrote before Karen Reed, which also happens to involve state police corruption.
You did the Tim Murray. That was you with the crash.
Well, I didn't. Yeah, that happened in 2011.
Yeah,
that was before I was, published Turtleboy. But like, I had been given a tip that. So I wrote the Leah Genduso story, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, apologies. Before the Leah Genduso story. So I had been given a tip from some people that there's this lieutenant colonel named Dan Ristine who's wicked shady, and he got his girlfriend on in the police department. But he was involved in 2011 in covering up the Lieutenant Governor Tim Murray crash. Now, Tim Murray, I like Tim Murray. First of all, I think he's a
nice guy.
He's a nice guy. He came to my mother's funeral. Like, I've known Tim. Like, so I have nothing against him personally, but that crash was shady. This guy, he was lieutenant governor, and at 5 a.m. in 2011, he was going like 105 miles an hour on 190 and crashed. You just Google the accident. Like, it's fucking amazing.
It's wild.
Survived, right? And as it like that wasn't an accident. Like, that guy was trying to kill himself because there was like he had been involved in this scandal that was emerging involving kickbacks or something. Like, I don't know. There's some scandal, right? There's no way he crashed like that. His thing was, he's like, I was surveying the ice storm damage. That was like right around the time of the ice storm that we had that shut down the whole state. And so, yeah, anyway, Dan Ristine was the responding officer who covered that up for Tim Murray and made it not look like he was trying to kill himself, basically, or that he did it on purpose. And so I wrote about him. And then after I wrote about him, people were like, oh, you got to expose his girlfriend, Leah Genduso. And that's when I got all her court filings. And I found out that, oh, she was a drug dealer who, laundered $275,000 in drug money through Hank Brennan and attorney Gary Zarola. I mean, this is fucking crazy, full circle shit. Spanky's involved in this. And so she ended up getting on the state police, despite the fact that she testified in federal court at Uncle Joe's house that she had laundered all this drug money and sold the drugs and ratted on her boyfriend to send him to jail. And somehow she became a state trooper because she happened to be banging Lieutenant Dan Ristine, who was the guy that covered up the Tim Murray crash. So yeah, I've been writing about this state police scandals for a long time. This is nothing new, but this is kind of the first time I've written about, state police scandals where I feel like the state police don't have my back. On the other ones, they liked those stories because I was going after the bosses. You know what I mean? I was going after the people who were given the rank and file a hard time. Michael Proctor is not a boss. He's he's a detective, or he was a detective, but he's not a sergeant or anything like that. And so I think that, it's just fucking bizarre how they all rally behind him. Like, it's weird.
Could you have ever seen yourself, like, back when you were teaching, like, if someone said one day you're gonna be like this journalist, this aggressive, like, grassroots, like, that really uncovers all this shit kind of thing? Was that even on your radar of like something you'd ever be doing?
Maybe. I mean, I wouldn't be that surprised if you told me that. I'd be like, yeah, I can see that. I really like sports. That was my big thing. My first blog was called AIDANFromWorcester.com. It was not TurtleboySports.com. It was a year before, and I had to shut it down because it had my name on it. And so it got too big and my opinions were too controversial. But I talked about sports a lot because I used to call into sports talk radio, the Felger and Maz show, and they used to let me rant on there. It was like a regular. I was like, yeah, when I rant, and it's like, and people like when I rant. So I go on there and rant, and I would yell at Tony and Mike, and as a regular. And so that's what, if you had told me 10 years ago that like you're on sports talk radio or some shit, or that would be definitely believable. But if you told me that I was like breaking major news stories and I have like the best sources around, I might not believe that.
It's wild how that all kind of like came full circle. Would you ever like, Would you ever go and do like a sports talk radio? Or is this kind of your thing, you think?
Yeah, this is my thing. I mean, sports is there's only so much there's only so many things you could say about sports. I mean, sports isn't controversial enough for me. I like controversy. I like to
You're good at it.
Yeah, it's like, well, it's like, I mean, how mad can you be about the outcome of a sport ball event? It's like, whereas like this is like life and death shit we're dealing with here with the Karen Reed case. So an innocent woman's life is on the line, and my life is on the line, and John O'Keefe's life is on the line. So this is much bigger stakes that we're dealing with here.
Why do you think so? For people that like don't know and they just think that you're like a mean blogger, right? The mean blogger. Why do you think it's so important that people like you exist? Because Telegram and Gazette, Boston Globe won't report on this originally.
Yeah, I mean, just that's why, because you said it right here, because no one else is.
Do you know why though? Like, have you any insight into why they won't touch it?
They're just lazy. I think they've just been trained to regurgitate whatever comes out in police reports and in court filings. For instance, when I was arrested, right? Like when I'm first arrested for this thing, that's a crazy story. Like this online guy with a YouTube channel and a website and a journalist who's reporting news. He's an activist. He's going around protesting. He got arrested for witness intimidation. Like, whoa, that's crazy. Like a real journalist in that situation wants to find out, like, okay, so what are these charges all about? So is he the first person to ever be charged in this? What specifically did he do that was illegal? Let's break this down. People did it on YouTube. Like if you wanted to get the news behind the news about my charges, you had to go on YouTube. You have to watch The Glare. You had to watch Making Law Simple. Like they both broke down my charges pretty well. And I mean, that's when Will kind of first started getting into Turtleboy, right? Was when, I was arrested, but I go outside court and now here's members of the media out there. Now, these are people who obviously I must be a somebody because they're here. Like I was arrested and the media's here. There's cameras. So I must be somewhat important. Right. And I've broken a lot of stories, angles on this Karen Reed case. And so you would think that like one of the first questions should be from these reporters, like, Aidan, what implications do you think this has on the First Amendment? Do you think that like what's the story behind these charges? Like, something like that. Instead, we got David Bieniek from WCVB who's asking me, is it true you made $5 million? Bro, you got one crack at the apple, one question to ask me, and you've been thinking about, like, what am I going to ask him? And that's what you ask me? Like, come on. I mean, there's something wrong with the media where they just don't have this, like, thirst to have questions answered, this thirst to find the story behind the story. Like, they don't want to do it. And it's like they just train to, like, all generally put out the same version of the story. I mean, any story that comes out, it's like, I like Christina Rex. I like all these people. They're great. But if you go to any of their websites, CBS, WBZ or NBC 10, it's all just basically the same shit. They're just reporting what happened in court, right? Like NBC 10, I guess, is a little different because they have the Canton Confidential segment in which they kind of analyze it a little bit. But the rest of them, for the most part, they just tell you what happened. Like, here's what happened today. And they don't dig, they don't go looking for truth. They don't go looking for bigger stories within the story itself. And so that's what's made me be able to get where I am today, because it's capitalism, it's supply and demand. People want this, and there's not a large supply of it. So when I become, the guy supplying this and the news that no one else is getting, it's like I've created a monopoly for myself of news that you can't get anywhere else.
You really have like created your own lane in this whole thing. And to me, I feel like murders happen every day. Murder trials happen every day. Cover-ups happen every day. Corruption happens every day. What you are doing and what's happening to you does not happen every day. And I think that's what's going to be the biggest thing when we look back at this. It's like you have this guy on YouTube who every time he's on live, there's 7,000, 8,000 plus people watching, and you're doing your own thing, going off on your fucking rants, yelling, saying this, saying that, say what you will, but that does not happen every day.
What doesn't? Just the ranting or the
no, just the way your journalism, like that's a big deal. The way you've uncovered all this.
Yeah, I mean, like, for instance, like people say that, oh, he got all this stuff from Karen Reed, right? He got all this information. He's not really reporting anything. Karen Reed just fed him everything. That's what our friend Sean of the Golf says there. But the reality of it all is like a lot of the stuff she gave me for sure, and I reported it. But I also found I found Lucky Lochran on my own. I found Jennifer McCabe's car at Michael Proctor's house through my sources. Like that was a big story. Jennifer McCabe being at the Proctor's house for a social visit, which directly disputes the narrative from the DA that these people don't know each other. That's news reporting. That's the story behind the story that no one else is getting. Like, I didn't take that picture. I can't be in Canton all the time, but the key to being a journalist is having good sources. People send you shit. They trust you with stuff. And you know that if they had sent that picture of Jennifer McCabe's car outside of Michael Proctor's house, if you sent that to Ted Daniel or Christina Rex, they're not publishing that.
Nope.
Because they got to go through their boss, their corporate controlled masters. I mean, Ted might like to publish that, but he doesn't get to make that decision. He's got to bring it. I don't have a boss. Like, he has to bring it to his boss, and they'll have to say, whoa, we got to fact check. We got to, make sure that this is really her car. Like, was she in there? Did anybody see her actually go in? Like, they'd try to find a way not to report it. Me, I see a car parked in someone's driveway. They're in the house. What the fuck else is your car doing there? I don't need an explanation. I don't need to dig any deeper than that. My research into that was, does anyone want to run a license plate for me? And for that, I caught a felony charge for conspiracy to commit witness intimidation. So, I mean, that's crazy. It's like I broke a major news story with that. And these people who I exposed as liars had the balls to then charge me with the crime for that. And no one in the media has pointed this out. Like, they've literally not pointed it out at all. That is outrageous.
It's fucking wild. It's fucking wild. And you had to be that kind of person to get this information from your sources to go out and report on this. There's no one else doing shit like that. There's no one else that could have done that. Like you said, Christina Rex or Ted Daniel. Yeah, they would have wanted to, but they have bosses.
Yep.
You created a brand of yours where you don't have a boss. You get to do these things.
I love not having a boss.
It's inspiring because it's like you started your own lane and all that other, like, that's why all that other shit. That's why I think it's important that people donate to you, help your defense fund out, help you out. Like, you're out here, you're a one-man fucking army. You have all your people, but like, honestly, it's you doing this shit. Like,
Laura from London does a lot. I will give you that. Like, Laura from London is behind, like, low key behind the scenes. Like, none of this works without her.
Is that the social media?
Yeah, she runs my
She's
Instagram.
awesome. I've talked to her. Yeah.
Facebook. She runs the TikTok. She does the YouTube, like, which is my biggest platform, really. Like, I do the Twitter. That's my thing. That's my thing. And I publish the articles themselves and do the turtle. But she also does customer service, like Mo Money, Mo Problems. Like, you got all these Turtle Club subscribers now. There's a lot of glitches in it. I don't have time to deal with that all day. She does that for me. So, like, she is really, like, literally the second most, honestly, almost equal to what I'm doing as far as importance about keeping this going. She's amazing.
She actually, when I did like the first parody videos, she reached out to me on TikTok. I thought it was you, and she's like, no, like, I just work with him. And she reached out to me and she's like, this is so funny, like, blah, blah, can we play it? And I was like, yeah. And that's when you played it on your show and everyone was watching, and I was like, holy fuck, like, why do people even want to see this? It was insane.
She finds all the, because I don't really do TikTok.
Yeah.
So, like, but she's on there and she's hip and she gets all the shit that I don't see, Instagram, and sends me. I'm a boomer. I go on Facebook. I go on Twitter. Those are my venues, so I'm not really hip with the new kid shit, with the TikToks, with the Instagram. So she keeps up with that for me.
Well, thank you so much for coming and talk to us. Do you mind if we take a quick commercial break, come back for an interview?
Yeah.
All right,
good.
guys. So you have the defense fund pinned in the chat room. Please give your boy a couple dollars. Okay. He's out here working his ass off. We wouldn't have any of this without him. Throw him a couple fucking bucks. Love him or hate him. Throw him some bucks so he can help himself out. All right. We're going to take first. Well, we have a word from Gilbert Gottfried. He wants to talk to us for a second. Then we have a little commercial break. So about 5 minutes, go have a ciggy, go get yourself a cup of coffee, go take a piss, and we'll be right back.
Yeah, Yeah, you fucking with some wet-ass pussy. Bring a bucket and a mop for this wet-ass pussy. Give me everything you got for this wet-ass pussy. Beat it up, catch a charge, extra large and extra hard. Put this pussy right in your face. Swipe your nose like a credit card. Hop on top, I wanna ride. I do a Kegel while it's inside. Spit in my mouth, look in my eyes. This pussy is wet. Come take a dive. Tie me up like I'm surprised. Let's role play. I'll wear a disguise. I want you to park that Big Mac truck right in this little garage. Make it cream. Make it scream. Out in public, make a scene. I don't cook. I don't clean. But let me tell you how I got this ring.
Imagine. Yes, there were times, I'm sure you saw, when I looked like I'd rather be having a claw. Owning all the worlds. But through it all, with reasonable doubt, greatest ballads, I made it all up, and I threw the case out. By the world's most powerful voice. I go crab walking after a bar fight out in the Cape Light, just like we used to do. I go crab walking after the bar fight, searching for laugh. A once-in-a-lifetime collection. I'm so buzzed. Auntie Deb presents. So shit-faced. Someone call me a cab. Did you pay my tab? Ah, screw it. I run this friggin' place. The ultimate collection, 36 beautiful songs. All sung by Auntie Bev. Ha ha! You got court fines on the ceiling if you want me. Oh, you can't pay the price, 'cause I took all your rights away, you loser. Ha! Pay your court fines. Auntie Bev transports you to another dimension. I could do this alone, but I got something you want to see. Well, I got a brand new bunch of inmates. Lock them up and throw away the key. Did you forget I run Norfolk? Don't be stupid, you see. Beautifully remastered. And for $34.99, you big cow, you ate all my cranberry scones. I'm gonna beat you like a red-headed stepchild. This can all be yours. Now I'll kick you ass at home. Don't eat my cranberry scones. Don't eat my cranberry scones. Listen over and over to your favorite hits. Don't you dare start to cry. You think I care? Huh, no way. 'Cause you know I do 1,000 trials, 'cause I'm unjust. Beverly. Oh, loser. Take advantage of this once-in-a-lifetime offer. that we will go on and on. Huh. Sorry to see you go, Leah, but I love watching you walk away, you big ass freak. Huh. You're here. Shit, let's have a voir dire. Now I know that this trial goes on and on. But wait, use your Discover card and we'll add in Auntie Bev sings the R&B hits. Don't try to pull a fast one on her. She's watching you, that's Madam Court Reporter. That's right. Madam Court Reporter. Madam Court Reporter. Madam Court Reporter. 2 CDs, 2 collections, 2 genres, 1 diva. Cause you are poop attractor, looking through my phone tractor, pink slipped at home tractor, you stupid bitch. Huh, we got you, bitch. Tractor, you poop attractor, you poop attractor. Huh. Forever yours for just $34.99. I killed the sheriff, but the DA helped me cover it all up. I don't know, accidental overdose maybe. I killed the sheriff, but the boys downtown said I was cool. Oh. We're all from my hometown. They're trying to bring me down. Beverly sings the classics. They say that I'm guilty. Huh. Try looking for evidence, you friggin' loser. Call now.
Cause I be going boom like an 808. Be making circles like a figure 8. You know it feels good from head to toe. Now hold on to me, baby, here we go. You'll be going boom, baby, boom, baby, boom. And I'll be going ooh, baby, ooh, baby, ooh.
Welcome back. I don't know if he knows we're back. Oh, he knows we're back.
I'm back. We're good.
Okay, you ready to play?
Oh yeah, what are we playing?
Okay, so do you know who Tyra Banks is?
I do.
Okay, so Tyra Banks had her talk show. The Tyra Show was atrocious. She had Beyonce on, and she interviewed her in about 2007, and it was called Beyonce My Name. It was so atrocious. Beyonce hasn't done an interview since.
That's crazy.
So we're gonna play that kind of game with you. You ready?
Oh, okay. All right.
All right. Pink Socked Turtleboy. Is Tristan 100% straight?
Is Tristan 100% straight? Definitely.
Really?
Yeah. Oh yeah. You think what? You think he's gay?
You don't?
Why? Why? Because he can dance. He likes to take his shirt off. Is Bukkake gay? I mean, they all seem to do that.
Yes, I think they all are.
I don't. You know better than me. I don't see it. I don't see Tristan being gay, but I guess anything's possible.
All right. Gawked Turtleboy. How often do you get recognized in public?
It happens a lot, dude. Especially the more east I go, the closer. I mean, in Worcester it happens less, which is weird because this is where I'm from. But definitely, if I go out anywhere in Dedham or Boston or anything like that, it's like it's like it's flattering. I'm not gonna lie, but and I love doing it, and it makes me feel good. I'd be lying if I didn't think that. Who wouldn't like that? But it happens a lot. It's cool.
All right. Alarm clock to Turtleboy. What time do you get up?
Ugh. I usually get up at like 7. I gotta get to the house by like 7:20, and I don't do shit. You guys see how I am in the bus stop lives, my hair and shit. I'm literally just roll out of bed. So, but I also go to bed late. I'm up till like 2, often working or fucking around, whatever. So
Jocked or Turtleboy? You play any sports in high school?
I was the captain of the track team. I was a pretty good athlete at track. I played tennis my freshman year. Believe it or not, I'm okay at tennis. And I played football my senior year. Because I used to be a long distance runner, but then I started doing sprinting, and cross country is not like conducive to that. So I played football for 1 year.
Okay. Crocked or Turtleboy? What do you think about men in sandals?
I'll allow it. Sandals are comfortable. I own a pair. I still have my prison flip flops. I will never get rid of those.
Your Bobos?
Yeah, that's like my shower sandals. The prisoners advised me to get those pretty early. They're like, because they don't give you shower sandals like at first when you get in there. It's like fucking nasty. So yeah, I got those. But yeah, I own a pair. I own a pair of I don't know what brand they are. I think they're Dr. Scholl's, but they're cool. I like them. Some people think they're boomers looking, but they're comfortable. So fuck off.
Bob Barker owns all the prison sandals.
Does he?
Yeah, isn't that weird?
Isn't he dead?
He may be. So he used to own the prison sandals.
Okay, gotcha. Okay.
Electro, Shocked, or Turtleboy? Who's the craziest person in the trial?
The craziest person in the trial. Boy, that's a good question. Crazy. Well, it's got to be a woman, right? I mean, it's like I just tell it. It's true. I mean, I'm just trying to think. Hey, I don't want to be a massage therapist here, but no offense to all the ladies out here, but bitches be crazy.
And your audience is like 90% women, and they still love.
But they know it's true. They know I keep it real. That's the thing. Like they know bitches know they're crazy. They know. So let's see. I get because some of the craziest people are on Twitter. Like they're not like Kim Fair. If she was a fucking witness, she would be the craziest witness. But she's
trial
not.
adjacent in the scheme of the trial. You think?
That's a really good question. Because Jen McCabe's not crazy.
Right.
Not
she's just evil.
Yeah, she's just evil. A lot of them are just evil.
Right.
I guess. I mean, yeah, I guess it would have to be. I bet you that tattoo doctor, Stone Ray.
Oh, okay.
I bet you she's crazy in her personal life. She just seems like with that many tattoos.
Yeah.
Woman with that many tattoos.
The one who looks like she worked at Hot Topic.
Yeah. I bet she seems fine. She's a brilliant doctor, blah, blah, blah. I bet she's crazy.
I bet she's crazy too.
I bet you if you get to know her, she's crazy.
I bet you she's crazy. Yeah. Chicken, Stocked, or Turtleboy? Can you cook?
I can cook okay. I don't have a lot in my repertoire, but I'm okay. I like the food that I eat, so I got no complaints.
Pecking, Walked, or Turtleboy? Why did Jen marry Matt?
That's a great question. I think he's rich. I think he makes a lot of money. I don't know what the fuck he does because he's a moron. It just proves you don't have to be smart to make a lot of money. If you listen to his testimony, like he's really stupid.
Right.
But I think he must do well for himself because she don't work. And whatever. And I assume he got fatter over time. Like I assume he wasn't that fat when they were in the courtship. And let's be honest, like these Canton girls, they're so provincial. Like they don't like he's from Stoughton. That's as far as they go to meet a mate.
She's dating someone different, someone out of town.
Yeah, like they're never going to be like, oh, I met this cool girl from Pennsylvania or some shit. Or I met this guy from Dallas. He's really cool. He's got a lot of interesting perspectives and has seen parts of the world I've never seen before. No, they don't have any interest in that. They're like, do you go? What's the pizza place in fucking Stoughton? Do you go to Town Spa? Like, do you go there? How do you feel about going to the hillside every weekend for the rest of your life? Does that sound good? Because I'm your guy. I'm your guy if that's what you want to do.
No shit. Headlocked or Turtleboy? What would your WWE wrestling name be?
I don't know. I'd have to think. I don't know. I'll think of something later. I'll get back to you on that one. I got to come up with a good one.
Okay, that's fine. No, I'm sorry. What is it? Boardwalked or Turtleboy? What piece do you pick when you play Monopoly?
I don't even know. It's been so long. Is a thimble? Is a thimble
Thimble.
a piece? It's probably the thimble.
Thimble?
Or no, the car. You pick the car. You always pick
I
the
picked
car.
the car.
The car. Yeah,
Yeah.
you gotta pick the car. Yeah.
Catwalked or Turtle Boy? What would your drag queen name be?
I don't fucking know. I don't know. Something intimidator. I don't know. Something like that.
Something intimidating?
Yeah, something intimidating. Yeah.
Moonwalked or Turtle Boy? What's your favorite Michael Jackson song?
Beat It.
Oh,
Or Bad. Beat It
Yeah.
or Bad. One of those two.
Sunblocked or Turtle Boy? Do you burn easy?
Oh yeah. They're very, very easy. I'm Irish, so I don't have a choice.
Woodstocked or Turtle Boy? What's the last concert you went to?
Jesus Christ. I don't even know. It's been a long Pearl Jam at Fenway. Probably like 15 years ago. Maybe 10, 15 years ago.
Anti-Oct or Turtle Boy? Were you raised Catholic?
Yes.
We all were, I feel like.
Yes. Yes.
Around the clock or Turtle Boy? Do you need to take a break?
No, I'm good.
You're gonna keep going. You are working like all the time.
we just took. Oh no, I'm good. I mean, I'm running on pure energy and excitement for this trial coming up, and I got to work on Framed 2.
You said it's done, right?
It's the groundwork for it is done. The audio is done. The voiceover is done. The editing's done. Now we have to add in all the pictures and the videos to it, which takes a while. So it's going to be a couple more days until that comes out.
But the audio, everything you spoke, like the spoken
Yeah,
word
like
is
my
all done.
the spokeover, that's all done. So
Awesome.
and it's gonna be ready to go. It's gonna be good.
Chopping blocked or Turtle Boy? Would you compete on Chopped?
What's Chopped?
It's a cooking competition on the Food Network where they give you like a mystery basket and they give you like 5 ingredients. You got to come up with something.
Is there a cash prize?
Yeah, like $10,000.
Fuck it, I'll do anything for money. Sure.
You guys heard that first. He'll do anything for money.
Yeah.
New Kids on the Block or Turtle Boy? Do you know Mark Wahlberg?
Do I know him?
Mm.
I've never met Mark Wahlberg or had a conversation with him, but I had a deal with his company, and his number 2 guy was they were going to produce the they did this documentary. The fuck was it was about I forget what it was about. I think it was about McDonald's. I forget what the fuck it was about. They did a good documentary, and McMillions, that's what it was called. And they teamed up with these other guys I was working with out of Hollywood, and we were going to do this big doc, and it just didn't happen. And I signed with a different company instead. But they did tell me that like Mark follows you. He's really into the Kara Reed case. He follows it all. So I've never talked to him personally, but I know he follows this.
Still pretty cool.
Yeah.
Starting blocked or Turtle Boy? Did you enjoy coaching track?
Loved it, man. Starting blocked or I loved coaching track, man. It was my passion. It was like what I looked for. I like teaching, but I loved coaching even more. And I miss it at times. I coached my kids' basketball team, and I love doing that.
Were you trying to be Jen?
Yeah, trying to be not at all. I don't want to kill anyone. But like I just love to help kids get better at something that, especially when they're willing to work with you, whatever. Like I work with my own kid on shit, but because I'm his dad, like he can pull some shit with me. He can't pull with other people, like cry and whine. Like he would never do that with a stranger or a different adult. And so like being a coach is a cool experience with kids, like taking them as freshmen and then watching them grow and advance in athletics and work. It's a great feeling by the time they get to be seniors and you see how much better they got. And so I do miss that a lot.
Rewarding. It's like nice to see like what you like the positive influence you've had. Yeah. Amber Rose's slut walked or Turtle Boy? Slut shaming, good for humanity or no?
Slut shaming. What do you mean by slut shaming? Like
you shouldn't be wearing that skirt. You fucked this many guys. You're a dumb bitch.
Oh no, that's real bad. That's real
bad, right?
No, I encourage sluts. You know what I mean? Like I think I don't judge people for their sexuality at all. Quite frankly, who am I to judge? I was a bit of a slut, was I not? Like
we've all been there.
Yeah, like so. Absolutely not. Not a slut shame at all. Do your thing. God bless America.
Get out there and fuck, guys. You heard it here first. Dr. Turtle Bus Boy. Have you ever worked in a restaurant?
No, I haven't. I would never want to work in a restaurant. It's too stressful. Every time
Yeah,
you're
it
at
is.
a restaurant, like everybody seems so stressed out. So
It's
I'm
the
good.
worst. It's the fucking worst.
Yeah.
Dr. Turtle Destroy. How many headstones are there in the Turtle Boy graveyard?
I don't fuck. We ran out. There was like, I mean, again, we haven't updated the Turtle Boy graveyard since 2016, maybe 2017. There was like 40 people in that thing, and we just ran out of plots. There's only so many people you could fit in a picture. So, you know, by now it would be like thousands of people.
Thousands. Yeah, no shit. Dr. Turtle Employ. Would you ever hire any help?
I've hired help before. You know, I had all those bloggers that work for me.
Yeah.
But you know, as far as full time, you know, I mean, I throw some ends to Laura. It's not like her full time job or anything like that. I wish I could, you know, she just likes doing it. But obviously, I give her something. Not enough, quite frankly. But honestly, it's hard to pay her because of I can't do Cash App to her.
PayPal, right?
Yeah, I have to do PayPal.
Yeah.
And like they have limits on what you can. Like, it's fucking stupid. It's really hard to send money internationally, believe it or not.
It's weird.
Yeah. So yeah, I mean, I've thought about having employees, but I'm the only person I really trust, if you will, with my brand. So you know, besides Laura. So yeah, I mean, I'd be hesitant to, but then again, you're never really going to grow without employees. So it's a tough one because I've been fucked over. I mean, I hired Kate Peter.
Right.
Look how that turned out. for
Right.
crying out loud. So I kind of have bad taste sometimes. You know what I mean? Like I pick like Kate Peter. I mean, you go down to Lindsay Gattani. It's like, whoa, maybe I should not make decisions for myself. I don't fucking know. I don't know. I'm just saying.
Dr. Turtle Enjoy. What is the most rewarding part of this whole thing?
The most rewarding part of this whole thing will be when Karen Reed is acquitted. That will be the most amazing feeling ever. I dream about it a lot, how awesome that's going to feel. And the harder they push back on it, the more I want to feel it and the better it's going to feel. And it's going to happen. But, you know, thus far, the best feeling I have is when like those 5 days of juror deliberations, when I'm just walking outside court into a stream of amazing people in pink, and everybody's happy, everybody's positive, and everybody's coming up to you, telling you that, you know, you're the reason that they followed the story, and that, you know, it's like, that is the most, that really makes you feel good about yourself.
I mean, that's what it's all about, I feel like, right?
Yeah. Oh, and somebody said in the comments, the day I walked out of jail too, that was actually probably the best. That was the greatest feeling ever.
Dr. Turtle Overjoy. Do you have a favorite Stevie Wonder song?
I don't even know a single. Couldn't name a Stevie Wonder song off the top of my head.
My Sharia Moore, Overjoyed, Sandcastles. Or you just don't.
My Sharona, that one. My Sharona. No,
that's not him. I don't think that's
not him. Okay, I don't know any Stevie. I don't know when what's his name died. Purple Rain. What's his name?
Prince.
Yeah, when Prince died, I'm like, couldn't tell you a single fucking Prince song.
Same.
It was like Purple Rain, and I'm like, the fuck is that? I've never heard of that.
Before.
I'd never heard of Purple Rain before.
Me neither.
And then it was like, what? Purple Rain?
I know, me too.
And then I heard it, and I'm like, yeah, there's a reason I haven't heard that, because it sucks. It's horrible.
And he wrote Nothing Compares to You, I guess.
I don't even know what that is.
O'Connor.
Okay. Oh, I've heard the bald one.
Right.
All right. Okay. All right.
But that's about it.
Yeah.
But he's actually a phenomenal musician. Guys, don't freak out. Okay, relax. He's fine. He's just not for everyone. He's more of a Michael Jackson guy, as you heard. Beat it. Okay.
I love Michael.
Me too. Me too. Huge Michael fan. Huge fucking Michael fan. Dr. Turtle Waterboy. What's your favorite Adam Sandler movie?
Happy Gilmore. I actually just watched Billy Madison with my kids, because I'm like, they're 7 and 9, and I'm like, are they ready for this?
It's a little inappropriate.
It's PG-13, and like my daughter did ask. So she goes, I forget if it was Chris Farley or something, and it's like they said boned, like I'm gonna bone her, and my daughter,
Vaughn.
Yeah, and they're like my daughter's like, what does boner mean? And I'm like, means they want to kiss. He wants to kiss her. So he's being silly. But like, cause I'm like, there's so many parts of Happy Gilmore that are fucking hilarious, that are child appropriate. And then there's just a couple lines in there that are like not child appropriate. And so when those came up, I pretended like I didn't know what the fuck they meant. Luckily they didn't know what they meant. But I watched it and it's like I hadn't watched Billy Madison since like 20 years ago. And I'm like, wow, this is really the most fucking ridiculous character ever. It's like stupid. It's like almost like unbelievable. So that's why I like Happy Gilmore more, because Happy Gilmore was like a real person and it was funny at the same time.
And like, I feel like growing up, the movies we watched as kids, way fucking worse.
Yeah, it's
like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
There's no good movies like for kids in the 90s. I sound like so old saying this, but it's like 90s movies for kids were awesome. There were so many of them, like the Mighty Ducks, the Sandlot, D2 Mighty Ducks, D3 Mighty Ducks, go down the line, Angels in the Outfield, Rookie of the Year. There was just so many good movies that came out in the early 90s that were like funny and they had good morals and like all this shit and happy
Angels in the
endings.
Outfield I haven't thought about in forever.
Yeah, those were great movies growing up. They don't make movies like that anymore. Like they don't exist for kids. And so sometimes with my kids, I'm always just like, we're going to watch a 90s movie tonight. And we watch them. Like they watched The Sandlot and they're like, they thought it was the funniest thing they'd ever seen.
It's so good.
When he kisses
Wendy Peppercorn.
Yeah, when Squeaks pretends to drown so he can kiss Wendy Peppercorn. We couldn't stop laughing over that. Like they don't make movies like that anymore, and they should. I don't know why.
That's a great fucking moment, and that's a great movie.
It is a great movie. It's classic.
Dr. Turtle Helen of Troy. Are you a fan of Greek mythology?
I can't say that I am. I mean, I learned about it in English class. I don't know why we learned about that in English class, of all places. But I can't say I'm a fan of it. Is anybody really a fan of Greek mythology?
Perverts, I feel like. I don't know why I'm saying that, but I just feel like perverts are.
Okay. Yeah, I guess so. I can't say,
I just feel like there's like weird sex stuff in it that like real weird pervs are into.
Yeah, that would make sense. I could picture a lot of people like getting dressed up as that, having like weird.
Yes, that kind of shit.
Yeah, Greek,
Right. Like I'll be Zeus and you'll be my daughter.
Yeah, that's it.
Shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's better being in the Prophet Muhammad and his girlfriend. That would be even more inappropriate, but could be worse.
One. Again, we don't judge.
Yeah, exactly. No, we do it for 9, but okay.
Sometimes we do.
Yeah.
Dr. Turtle Tallboy, what's your favorite beer?
Honestly, I'm a simple guy. I like Coors Light. That's my favorite beer. I don't like fancy beer. I don't like a lot of people are into that shit, going to breweries, being like, I'll have this lager. I don't know the fucking difference. I went to a brewery for my sister's wedding 2 weeks ago. And when I went to the bar and to get a beer, I'm like, whatever. I didn't know what the fuck to get. I'm looking all these taps. I'm like, I don't know what any of this shit means. I'm like, which one tastes the most like Bud Light? And they're like, probably they knew exactly what I wanted. And they gave it to me. I'm like, this will do, but I like simple, cheap American beer.
You don't need the whole fucking bells and whistles of like, this was in an aged keg for
I'm
flowers
not
of the tallest mountain.
I don't pretend to be something I'm not. I'm not fancy. You know what I mean?
No, me neither.
I wouldn't know what the fuck I'm doing. So I could, and I'm convinced 90% of people that like that shit are just pretending to, because like that's what we're supposed to do as adults. Like we're supposed to like nicer things. We're supposed to like this and that. I'm like, I taste that shit. I'm like, Guinness sucks.
Yeah.
There's no way anyone out there actually likes fucking Guinness. It sucks. It's black. It tastes like shit and nobody likes it. So stop pretending to like it. It's not as good. And like in the Chili's is better.
Chili's is the best.
Yeah. It's better than, the 111 Chop House. It's better than, the steakhouse in Dedham that's like a chain, whatever. Any steakhouse I go to, I'll go to Chili's any day of the week over that. Any day of the week.
Yeah, the chicken crispers are so fucking good.
Yeah, it's awesome.
They're so good.
Unlimited chips and salsa, can't go wrong.
Dr. Squirtleboy, do you like Pokemon?
No.
Dr. Invertleboy, when did you notice the Sallyport video was flipped?
I noticed it was flipped when I noticed Karen Reed's reaction to it in court. And that was kind of cool being in court for that. was that the camera wasn't on her and her team for that. So you guys didn't get to see at home the reaction that the Reed team had to it. That was the first time they saw that. And they were watching it in real time and they were legit freaking out. Like they were not acting like they normally were. They were all tapping each other on the shoulder, pointing at it, whispering, like shit like that. So that's how I didn't know what the fuck was going on, but I noticed that they noticed that something was going on. And that's how I kind of started figuring it out.
All right. You got one more. Dr. Turtleboy. What is your favorite after meal treat?
I like the I think it's a chocolate eclair. It's like a chocolate bar on a stick with the I don't know what it's like brown in the. Is it called the chocolate eclair? It's a good and good and plenty. Is that what it is? Good and plenty.
Good and plenty. I think are little like Mike and Ike type things. But
okay, no, not okay. What am I thinking? Maybe I don't think it's called the chocolate. Yeah, it's the Good Humor bar. Yeah, the chocolate eclair bar. And it's got like, I don't know if it's nuts on the outside or something, but there's vanilla on the inside with a little bit of chocolate. It's fucking the bomb. I have a bunch in my freezer right now. They're great.
You have them frozen.
Yeah, I got them. Oh, well, they would melt if they weren't in the freezer. It's ice cream.
It's an ice cream thing?
Yeah, it's ice cream bar. Yeah, it's great. It's fucking the bomb.
Why am I thinking of like?
I used to get it at like Tatnick Magnet Elementary School every Friday. We ice cream day for a quarter. The free lunch kids didn't get it.
Is that where you went?
Yeah, I went to Tatnick.
I had ice cream at Midland for 40 cents on Thursdays.
I mean, that was the neighborhood I grew up in, was Midland. But we lived in Tatnick for like first till I was in third grade, and then my mom kept reproducing, so we needed a bigger house. So we moved down towards Newton Square, and Midland Street would have been the neighborhood school. If I was just born down there, I would have probably gone to Midland. But
I mean, like have you seen it recently?
Those buildings in Worcester, those schools in Worcester are all like 1,000 years old.
It's like, so old.
They're all like, except for the high schools. The high schools are all palaces now. They're like the new Doherty High School.
Dude, it's unbelievable.
Insane. The new South High School, like it's like way too. It's Worcester, so they're gonna wreck it in 10 years. Like it's
gone. It'll be gone soon.
Yeah, exactly. It'll be covered in gang colors in about 5 minutes. But
right, we can't have anything nice. We don't know how to handle it.
Exactly.
And that's fine. I probably wouldn't know how to handle it either. All right. Thank you for playing Beyond Saying My Name. You survived.
That's fine.
Guys, again, the Turtle Boy Defense Fund is pinned in the chat for your chance to win. Where is it? A very nice print of the Turtle Boy statue here in Worcester of a man having a Tristan kind of day with a turtle. So go ahead and enjoy that. All right. We got some super chats here. Let me say hi. Joe Flipperhead sends $25 and says, free the doctor.
My guy, Joe Flipper,
100% free the doctor. Romy sends $20 and says, I love these interviews, Auntie. Thank you, Romy. You are a sweetheart. Thank you. Glamis Sue sends $5 and says, Kevin Lynch and Dee Dee were the ultimate slitches. Now Aiden is too big to bring down. Monica has 5 plots.
Kevin Lynch is free Karen Reed. Like that guy used to be my arch nemesis. He would the bane of my fucking existence. That guy would just report my page a million times. And then we had a peace treaty thing. He came on my show and we had it out for each other, and we just agreed that I go, what do I got to get you to do to stop reporting my page, Kevin? Because you're fucking killing me. I can't have a fucking Facebook page because you get him taken down. And he's like, stop harassing my 15-year-old niece. And I'm like, because he thought I harassed his niece, and I never fucking did. And I'm like, deal, done, whatever. If that's what it takes, I have to tell you. Okay, sure. And then I've been on Facebook since then. So, but Kevin Lynch reappeared like within like a year or two ago. He started being like free Karen Reed. I'm like, oh, my dude is back. Kevin Lynch. All right.
Well, look, you guys, you know what I mean? You solved your issue, and now he's fucking back on your side.
Yeah. So,
dude, that's awesome. All right. Thank you, Glamma. KCM23. Auntie Dev, here's some cash for you in the next pack of butts from Star Market. Keep doing your thing. Love you. Love this duo. Free Karen Reed and Turtle Boy. Thank you so much, Casey. Histrionic Hank sends $20 says, Auntie, my donation won't go through on Aidan's site, so you get it instead. Hold. It won't go through on its site. Why?
It's cool, brother. I got plenty of I'm getting a bunch of them, so I can see it right now in my when I go to my Give Send Go. I've gotten a bunch tonight, so thanks to everybody who sent them in, because I've gotten a bunch.
That's good. I mean, listen, this is what, you know, it's not like you're out here fucking doing this for like, there's a lot of repercussions that you take by doing all this shit.
For sure, man. I mean, it's like, yeah, I'm not just whoring myself out for fun. Like, shit costs money.
It is fun, but you know what I mean? You gotta,
Yeah,
you gotta pay for
I
things.
mean, I did go to jail. I like for 60 days. Like, I did actually sacrifice a lot for this. So I feel like I've earned it. So thank you guys for the
100%. Bree Do It Breezy sends $10 and says, so excited to be hanging out here tonight. We're excited to have you, Bree. Thank you so much, my friend. Rebecca Jones sends $5 and says, I feel like one of my bucket list items is happening. The two sassiest, smartest lovies on the same show. Thank you, Rebecca. I know. I'm glad we got he's the master of sass, but I'm sassy, but he's pretty fucking,
sassy. Yeah.
Diane G sends 5 and says the news panders to old people at this point with the weather every 10 minutes.
I know. Who the fuck needs weather?
And when you have the app on your phone.
I know. It's like whenever I want to know what it's going to be like ever. When I wake up in the morning, it's just like, how do I need to dress? Okay, I could go outside and look, or I can just go on my phone. It's like, who the fuck watches the weather, man?
I'll be talking to my mom and she's like, I got to watch the weather. It's coming up on TV. I'm like, Mom, that's for Massachusetts. You have your fucking in Worcester. You have, and still, it's like, I don't fucking get it. Glamma Sue sends 5 and says, I'll let you have the women. Just give me McDonough. Thank you, Glamma. Loudmouth sends 10 and says, 3 months before Karen's trial, I saw her on court TV. I was like, dang, this sounds spicy. But when Aiden got arrested, I was hooked on Turtleboy because I knew he was the real deal. I've watched him ever since then. That's why people watch, because you're not going to lie and you're going to give them the real fucking deal and the inside scoop. And also, guys, here on Auntie Deb's channel, we're dramatic gay bitches and we like the spicy drama. And this is where you get it from. Okay. He'll give you all the guilty pleasures that you want to know. He'll fucking tell you. Trisha from Maine sends 10. Thank you, Trisha. Diane G sends 10 and says, is this how you spend the rainy, snowy weekend?
Is this how I spend it?
This is how we spend it.
Oh, is this how? Yeah, I guess so.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean,
sure.
I did my show. Yeah. I don't know.
Sure.
Yeah, definitely.
Boston Brady sends 10 and says, all the murders in this case, the craziest was a woman. Dude, you didn't even think about that. You were like, well, it has to be a woman. So
I mean, it's just like, because I'm like all these douchebags, like Colin Albert, say what you want about him. The first word that comes to mind wouldn't be crazy.
It would be pull up.
Yeah, it'd be pull up, pull up.
The witness advocate.
That's what he called it. Oh my god.
How did Bridgewater State accept him?
I don't know.
What's up with their admissions office?
They're like a legacy. All the McAlberts go to Bridgewater State. So like that's as far south as they go is Bridgewater. So I think they all just automatically get in. It's like their version of Harvard. You know what I mean? Like, oh, my dad's legacy at Bridgewater State, so he's gonna get me in there. You know, a lot of people have their parents that are like legacies at like, you know, big schools like Stanford, Notre Dame, Duke, you know, even Boston College. It's like these guys are Bridgewater. My dad can get anyone into Bridgewater.
We can get anyone into DeVry.
Oh yeah.
Get off the couch and call Gibbs. Goodman sends $2, says Kaylee loves Michael Jackson. MJ. Thank you to the Goodmans. Hank Morrissey Canoni sends $2. Says questions for both of you. Starbucks or Dunkin' Donuts? You first.
Dunkin' Donuts for hot coffee, Starbucks for iced coffee.
I can get down with that.
Yeah.
I can totally get down with that. Starbucks iced coffee is fucking good.
Yeah, it is. The cold brew is phenomenal. It's just a lot. It's more expensive. It's outrageous, actually. It's like $6 you got in a fucking iced coffee. Like
I was actually taking a ride the other day with my friend Jesse. He's like a blue collar, like he's a straight guy, like whatever. And I'm going to Starbucks. I'm like, you want something? And he's like, I don't know, get me like a fucking juice. I've never been here before. I'm like, juice. So I just got him a refresher, right? He tasted it and he was like, Jesus fuck, am I gay now? This is amazing. I'm like, it's so good.
Yeah, it is. Starbucks is pretty good. I'll give you that. And I never fancy, like, once you start drinking it more, you're like, oh, this is actually better. It is better than Dunkin' Donuts. It's worth it.
It is. It's so good. KLM sends $5 and says, can you play the Sean Cat video? Though it's very long. We only told him it would be an hour. We're already 15 over, but I will play you just a little 4-second clip.
Girl, because I'm a fucking giggler. Oh.
Oh, I'm a fucking giggler.
I have a whole 5-minute one. Of just
give us McDonald. I'll play it. Play a couple minutes.
All right.
That was funny.
Let me grab it. Ready? Here we go, guys. Here is Sweet Potato. Let me find him. Have fun.
I'm going to tell you right now, he is a predator. I'm telling you right now, the more I look at him, the more I see him, I know he's a predator. I know he is. All right. Can I prove it? No, but I know he is. Look at him. Just look at him. Look at those eyes. You're an embarrassment. Who fucking knows? Okay. Who knows? Wasn't against her. You lie about me, Jules. You're lucky that's all you got. You're lucky that's all you got, Jules. Right? Because I know about you too, pal. Look at that fucking haircut. Seriously. I'm a ditzy girl because I'm a fucking giggler. Oh, you're not back in fucking 8th grade. Get a fucking haircut. Get a fucking real haircut. You're a mother, for Christ's sake. Get a haircut. You're an embarrassment. I saw you like. I saw your little things about eating poo-tang. Listen, I'm sorry. Yeah, you're that girl. You're that L, G, and maybe on to T. I know maybe you're not bi. I don't know. Who the hell knows? Now, guys, here's the thing. When the prey doesn't know what's going on, that's when they fucking strike. That's exactly when they strike. Okay? This motherfucker, I don't give a fuck what you're suffering from, but you are a stupid mofo. You are the worst kind. You fucking shook like a little leaf, you little pussy. And if I ever see you, I will smack you up and down this fucking highway in 75. You are a little fucking phony. You little fucking scumbag. You are. I don't give a fuck who you are. You're a fucking fraud. The fucker is clueless. Hey, guess what? You belong in the jail, guys. You ain't no fucking cop. Fuck you, motherfucker. Right? You got me today, buddy. And that's pretty fucking sad. You see this little conniving motherfucker right there? You got any fucking backbone? Tell the story. You never called me. Matter of fact, I wished you a Merry Christmas. And you said thank you. I got the fucking whole phone call. All right? She's fucking on maternity leave. All right? And that's how that went.
Since it's okay, Kevin, for you to lie about me. Since it's okay, Kevin.
Was that first part about like you're a predator? That was Plevin, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Look at his eyes. Look at his
eyes. Can I prove it? No. But I know.
I just made shit up, Mike.
I love it. I fucking wait. He was like, all these women now, Kevin, they're going to get therapy, and all they need is one fucking woman, Kev, to go. Who's that guy at the end of the bar? Uncle Kevin. How'd you get it, Kev? How'd you hook him? Kev? Oh my fucking god, dude! I died laughing. Yes, but thank you. Thank you for that. Play the Papa Sean right here. $9.99. Meatball Morrissey, Sketty Stain. In Monica Cannon Grant, still the only person ever allowed to file a police report over the phone is Monica.
Yeah.
Also, one of my favorite stories was the slam pig wife of the FF that passed away when she slept with everyone.
Nikki Evans. She won Ratchet Madness in 2020. She's one of the champions. She's just a horrible, disgusting pig, and just pure evil. That one, pure evil. But yeah, Monica Cannon Grant is still the first person, only person I've ever seen. You're right. Who is allowed to file a police report over the phone. That's very true.
Thank you, Meatball. Thank you. Sham Wow sends 279. Says, Aiden, what'd you think of the Masters?
I loved it. I loved every second of the Masters. I don't really watch that much golf, but I watched the Masters, and I watched every second on Sunday with my son. We experienced it together. Usually, often the Masters is like a runaway, but this, they win by a few shots, whoever wins. But this was fucking phenomenal. Like Rory just I don't know if I'm boring you with the golf talk, but like
go right ahead.
Rory with like some of the most amazing shots you've ever seen, the most amazing golf, and some of the fucking worst all together. He's the first Masters champion to have 4 double bogeys in the tournament. It's never happened before. But it was very cool to see Rory McIlroy win the whole thing. It's like the one that he hasn't been able to win. Watching him cry, man, how can you not fucking love that shit? It's sports. It's great. So I loved every second of the Masters.
I don't know much about the Masters, but I go to the driving range and just like being able to like get your anger out and whack the fucking balls.
It is. It's fucking hard. I mean, I suck at golf. I'm horrible at it. But like, so to watch these people do it, it's just like, wow, that is fucking amazing, the skill that they have. So
you watched with your son, you said?
Yeah, and it's like, normally he'd be bored with the shit like that, but I'm like explaining the plus minus thing to him.
Yeah.
'Cause it's like you want to get a minus score in golf, and you're like explaining what par is, and by the end, he's just like, "Is this for bogey? Is this for par? Is this for birdie?" Like you do it all. He was getting so into it, so it was.
You
Cool.
have to show him Happy Gilmore now.
Yeah, that's next. That's
you
that's
like
next
you absolutely have to. He's gonna fucking love it, dude. Chubbs is the best character ever.
I loved the guy that wanted to hang out with Shooter McGavin and go to Red Lobster, that like did the dirty tricks for Shooter McGavin, and he's like, "You want to go to Red Lobster afterwards?"
He was like hiding.
He was like, "No, I don't want to hang out with you. Like, thanks for sabotaging Happy Gilmore, but." He's like, "You want to get a Red Lobster? We're gonna be friends."
He'd follow
right?
him around, right?
What was that?
He'd follow Shooter McGavin around, and he'd come out of the water when he was like fucking things up for the tournament. He was like hiding around the water from Happy.
I don't know if he did that. He was paid to sabotage.
Yeah, the game.
Yeah, and so like that guy reminds me of Krusty Panty's relationship with the McAlberts, like that they're Shooter McGavin, and she's like, "See, I'm doing bad things to a person you don't like. You want to go to Red Lobster? Want to be my friend? You guys want to hang out and socially? I'd like to have a friend." Like that, it just
She
reminds
just
me of
wants some
that.
Cheddar Bay biscuits, okay?
Yeah, it's the same thing. It's the same thing. She needs some moisturizer. She needs a whole lot of shit.
Thank you, ShamWow. Karen Reed is innocent sent 10 and said Turtle Twins, Jen and Jess from California. Love your channel, Ozzy Deb, and love the doctor. Free Karen Reed, free Turtle Boy. Have a beautiful day, everyone. Best wishes for the court, Aiden. We support you. Thank you, Karen.
Thanks, twins. I love them.
Thank you, twins. Diane G says Freedom Rock video was the best. Do you know what that is?
I thought I was the only one that didn't get the reference.
I don't know if I have it.
Yeah.
Freedom Rock.
Diane is
Diane.
struggling tonight. She's 0 for 2 on super chats as far as us getting the reference. But thank you very much, Diana. Diane. Sorry.
Good job. That's okay, Diana. We still love you. Jody Mitchell sends 10 and says the May 1st North Shore Karen Reed event has sold 120 tickets as of late this afternoon. Let's keep it going.
Nice, dude. I haven't bought mine. I'll be there for sure. I will definitely be there. I gotta go now.
One?
Yeah, that's the one we got back on. I have to go. I obviously have to go to Peabody.
So I wanted to say, you said that the old Aiden wouldn't do this, and I disagree because of the Toys for Tots shit that you used to do.
Yeah, but that was like helping out somebody in need. I'd be lying if I said I wasn't like disappointed with the way that Toscano's handled that. You know what I mean? At first, how they. Yeah. But again, I tried to put myself in their shoes. That they don't know anything about this. They don't understand what this shit is. They're getting harassed, and I'm like, you know what? Instead of talking shit about them and calling them cowards or anything like that, I'm going to try to explain this to them diplomatically and see if that gets us anywhere.
You really took it back from the people who tried to ruin it.
Yeah, it's like, it had quite a happy ending. I mean, like the trolls were so happy. They're like, yes, I'm going to buy a gift card to this place now. That like brought them joy that some restaurant canceled on a bunch of strangers. And, and think about it. I mean, these people live in like, think how lame Julie Carpenter's life is, where she lives in Indiana, like 1,000 miles away from all this. And what's a good day for her? A good day is when a restaurant in Peabody, a place she'll never go to, cancels a function for a fundraiser for Karen Reed, a woman she'll never meet, a woman who doesn't live anywhere near her, and cancels a fundraiser for that. Like, and she's like, that's how empty her life is. And people like her is that brings them joy. And that's just fucking crazy. How sad.
It's sad.
Yeah.
It's fucking sad. Thank you, Jody. And Kate sends $9.99. Thank you so much, Kate. Blessed Mom from Texas sends $5. Says you did an amazing job, Aiden. We love you. Y'all are amazing. Free Karen Reed, free Turtle Boy. All right, thank you guys so much for watching. Again, in the chat room and in the description after, if you're watching this on the replay, there's a link to the Turtle Boy Defense Fund. Every entry will get a chance to win. Where is it? And I'll send them up. There's 2 of them. We're gonna pull 2 winners. Turtle Boy statue. A Tristan Turtle Boy statue. So go ahead, throw some money at your boy. He's the reason we're all really watching this. And God bless. Have a good day. Aiden, thank you so much for coming on.
Hey, thanks for having me, brother.
We'll have you out on, you know what? Here's why I think Tristan's gay. We'll play this. Sorry. We'll play this. Guys, have a nice night.
All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. All you ladies pop your pussy like this. Shake your body, don't stop, don't miss. Just do it, do it, do it, do it, do it now. Lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. Right now, lick it good, suck this pussy just like you should. My neck, my back, lick my pussy and my crack.